All right, sorry folks, working through some issues. So hopefully the live stream is up and running now. So catch you up, the Austin Packers are on a 5-minute power play. 20 seconds into the game, Henny Kalura went to the box for a heavy hit.
It's just okay. Yep. So that.
Sorry, lost power again momentarily. Austin just capitalized again on the power play. So 2-0 Austin Packers. 3 minutes into the game. Again, 5-minute penalty, Henny Kalura. So Austin Packers will be on the power play regardless of how many times they score. Number 5 for Austin coming in, shot. That goes wide. Austin enters the zone, shot. That goes up and over the net. Puck's in the corner, Mayo battling. Austin has possession. They try to center it. Shot from a sharp angle goes wide. That's going to go all the way around and out of the zone. 2 minutes left on the power play for Austin. Canfield loses an edge and goes down. He'll retreat and go get a change. Ollie Birch falls down. Austin wide. That's cleared to the corner by Oliver Bassano. Check in the corner, battle for possession. Austin moves that out to the point. Ollie Birch is able to chip that up and out. Johnny Kashmorzinski in after it. He stops. Austin will come behind their net. He'll retreat, move that puck up. Austin will come in over the zone. Puck bounces off the Austin stick and ends up in the corner. A couple of Mayo players go in to retrieve. Daniels will pin his guy. Shot. That trickles through. Centering pass goes through a couple of Packers, and that goes up and out of the zone. 45 seconds left on the penalty kill for the Spartans. Ollie Birch bothering the Packer. They exit the zone, come to the Mayo, fakes a shot, comes through, another shot, save. Colton Husef chips that up, doesn't come out. Now it comes out of the zone. Oliver Birch bothering that Packer. Hank Holton in after it too. Number 9 for Austin, their leading scorer, drives wide. He pulls up, sets up, tries to center it, just off target. Moves it to the middle. Austin walks in, uncontested, shot, save, another shot, another save. And with that, penalty expires and Mayo's at full strength. Jesse Hendrickson digging the puck out, loses it. Austin will reverse. Brogan Hodge grabs that loose puck, enters the zone, comes wide. He's hooked, and that's going to be a penalty on the Packers. So they'll touch that. And Mayo Spartans will go on the power play. Spartans are down 2-0 on an early power play by the Packers on a 5-minute penalty. They're able to capitalize twice on that. And 24 for Austin's going to the box for a hook. So hopefully Mayo can cut the lead here. Start battling back, stay out of the box. Puck is won back. Clark moves it to Hendrickson. Hendrickson down to Clark. Hendrickson walked to the middle, over to Hodge. One-time shot. Saved by the Packer goaltender, deflected out of play. Puck goes in the corner. Packers chip that up. And that goes all the way down. Colton Brandt will stop that and set it up for Daniels. Daniels looking for an outlet. He'll go cross ice to Hendrickson. Hendrickson will take that puck wide, go around and look to set up. Moves it high to Daniels. Daniels walks to the middle, looking for a lane, gives it back to Hendrickson. Hendrickson down to Hodge. Hodge walks to the middle, tries to give it back to Hendrickson just in front of him. Now there's a loose puck in the corner. Ollie Birch will dig that out, move it out to the point. Hodge shot, deflection, just goes wide. 1 minute left in the power play. Kazmarzinski out to the point. Shot, blocked in front. Hendrickson grabs that loose puck to Kazmarzinski, moves it back to Hendrickson off target. Birch reverses, loses it. Packers will flip that up. They'll send it the length of the ice and go get a change. Puck's knocked off Daniel's stick. Colton Brand will chip that around. Clark to Daniels. Daniels gets across the red and he'll dump it in. Takes a Mayo bounce and Clark is able to pick it up, gets it out to Gargalo. Gargalo, shimmying, shaking, gets a shot. That's a blocker save by Austin. Gargalo, so the puck shot, loose puck, another shot, and a goal! Colton Huseth cleaning up that rebound, cut the lead in half. Nice play by Max Gargalo to create a little separation, get a shot on net. Colton Huseth cleans up that loose puck on the side of the net to bring your Spartans within one. So Fionn Piddock steps in on the draw with Liam Birch and Holland Christofferson. Austin moves that puck up. They dump it in low. Dinsmore back to retrieve. Brandt moves it over to Villarama, intercepted. Liam Birch picks it up, tries to go cross ice. That pass is deflected. Spartans are offside and will have to tag up. Number 9 for Austin comes in, shoots, sharp angle shot, saved by Brandt. Another shot towards the net, that stopped. Dinsmore back behind the net. He pins his guy, Villarama, grabs that loose puck, comes up ice, enters the Packers zone, walks wide. He'll take that puck behind the net, look for an outlet. Still with possession, Whelan. Loose puck in the slot, Piddock shot, that goes wide. Kept in at the point by Christofferson. He sends it in low. Oliver Bassano is in on the forecheck. Now Henry Kalura battling against the Packers. Centering pass. Shot. In Oliver Bassano all alone in front of the net with a sprawling Packer goaltender who's able to keep that puck out of the net. Now Kalura coming down the far side. Tries to chip the puck around. It's picked up. Centering pass fanned by Kazmarzinski. Got a couple of Spartans battling a couple of Packers players in the corner trying to dig that puck out. Referee wants the players to move it. Austin Packer kicks that puck over. Daniels heavy hit in the corner. Henry wins that loose puck race and is able to keep that puck in the Packer zone. Now Daniels in after it. He takes a heavy hit from a Packer. Hopefully he's okay. Looks like he's getting up. Oliver Bassano is going to reverse in his own zone. He'll rim that all the way around. Just off target. Ethan Daniels is going to grab that loose puck in the neutral zone and send it all the way down to the Packers zone for an ice. So unfortunately, an early 5-minute penalty against the Spartans. And the Packers were able to capitalize on it and score 2 goals on the 5-on-4 on the 5-minute penalty. So face off to the left of Colton Brandt. Packers win that draw. They send it in low. Hodge will rim that softly to Birch. Birch tries to chip it up to Canfield. Pucks and some skates kept in the zone. Drop back, Brogan Hodge after it. Rims it around again, but the Packers defenseman's going to pinch and keep that in the zone and fire, and it goes up and out of play, and we'll have a face-off to the right-hand side of Colton Brandt with 6:14 left in the first period. Canfield stepping in for this draw. He tries to go forward, shot. That's blocker to the corner by Colton Brandt. Colton Huseth tries to chip it out, doesn't get out. Pucks and some skates, Canfield grabs it. Drops it back to Huseth. Huseth almost loses it. Long shot, sticked in the corner by Brandt. Huseth comes around the net, runs into Hodge. Is able to maintain possession, but off his stick, and the Packers have possession, dump that in. Huseth still going in the Packer, makes one move. He's knocked to the ice, trying to get through, find the puck. And the Packers will exit the zone. They'll hold up at the blue line, throw it towards the net. And we're going to have another Spartan penalty. This time it's number 2, Colton Huseth, going to the box. Referees are having a conversation here. Looks like that'll be a 2-minute cross-check penalty to Huseth, so Spartans will go on the penalty kill once again. Villarama tries to get that out. He can't. Kept in. To the point. One-timer. Fans on it. Dinsmore battling. Gargalo picks up that loose puck. Can't get it out. Packers will walk to the middle. Still with possession. Fires it towards the net. That goes wide. Gargalo will grab it. Tries to clear it. Doesn't get anything on it. Goes to the far blue line, though. Sent into the Mayo zone by the Packers. Colton Brandt will go back and set up for Villarama. Villarama will fire that all the way down the ice. In hard is Gargalo battling the Packer. He wins that battle. Walks out. Short side. Goes across the crease. No one home. Packers come out of the zone. Send it cross ice. Number 27 fires it towards the net. Sean Daniels gets a stick on that and tips it up and out of play. Minute 5 left on the penalty kill. Out for your Spartans, we have Holland Christofferson, Hank Holton. Stepping in the draw, we have Sean Daniels with Brogan Hodge. Face-off is won by the Packers. He'll walk to the middle, throws it towards the net, and that'll be stopped by Colton Brandt. Loose puck. Daniels will pick that up. Tries to backhand it. Doesn't quite make it out of the zone, and the Packers will walk in. Centering pass is broken up by Hodge. Hodge still battling in the corner. Walks out with the puck. He's taken to the ice, and that'll be a trip on Austin. And we'll have 4-on-4 action for the next 42 seconds, and then your Spartans will have a minute 18 power play. Looks like your Spartans are sending out Henry Kalur, Ethan Daniels with Joseph Villarama and Logan Dinsmore. Puck is at the point. Villarama over Kalura. Setting up for the power play on a 4-on-4. Villarama tries to pull that puck in around this Packer. He loses it. Packers exit the zone. He's bothered by Daniels and causes a turnover to Villarama. Villarama comes through, tries to make a move, beats a Packer defenseman. He's taken down, but no call. He tries to center, no one home. Daniel steps up, is able to keep it in, paws it down, and then walks in. Poke checked off his stick by the Packer goalie. Puck is still loose. Daniels centering pass to Kalura. Goal! Daniels to Kalura ties the game up at 2. With 3 seconds left on 4-on-4 action, which means the Spartans will still get a power play. So nice job by Daniels to center that puck, and Klur is able to deflect it and put it in the back of the net to tie this game up at 2 late in the first period. Penalties expires for your Spartans, so now they're on the power play for the next minute. Daniels over to Hodge. Hodge comes through the neutral zone. Looks to set up the power play. Moves it over to Cash Marzinski. Cash Marzinski moves it to Villarama. Villarama back to Cash Marzinski. Out to Hendrickson. Villarama, shot, save. Hodge on the near side, moves out to Villarama. Villarama back to Hodge. Hodge, shot, fire, loose puck. And the Packer goalie will jump on that and force a face-off with 40 seconds left on the power play. Cash Marzinski in on the draw. Wins it back. Hodge with possession. Shoots it towards the net. That's sent into the corner by the Packer goalie. Still loose. Hodge fighting forward. Birch walks out. Still with the puck. Moves it low. Around. And Johnny Cash Marzinski is able to walk around the Packer goaltender and tuck it in far side to put your Spartans up 3-2 late in the first period. So nice job by your Spartans to battle from a 2-0 deficit. And they're able to jump out front 3-2 in the first period. A 5-minute penalty definitely hurting your Spartans early in the first. Loose puck. Daniels with possession. Deflected into the zone by Canfield. Piddock in after it, along with Birch. Packers elect to flip that out of the zone, and Bassano will go back into his own zone. Tries to hit Liam Birch cross ice, but that's intercepted, so Piddock will go. Makes one move. Second move, beats a second Packer and comes through the neutral zone. Enters the zone, shot, and that's gloved down by the Packer goaltender. We're back to 5-on-5 action. Puck is possessed by the Packers. Daniels in on the pinch. Looks to center. That's tipped. Puck still bouncing. Canfield tries to center. Puck still bouncing. Still loose. Piddock is dumped in front of the net. Puck ends up in the back of the net, but that's waved off by the ref. And with a minute 51 left in the first period, we'll have a face-off to the left-hand side of the Packer goaltender. Hank Holton steps in on this draw. He wins it back to Dinsmore. Dinsmore's shot from the point goes wide. Still loose in front of the net. Almost tucked in short side by Hank Holton. Packers look to move it wide. Tries to hit a streaking Packer. Just off target, and that goes all the way down the ice. Minute 35 left in the first, and we'll have a face-off on the far-hand side in the Packer zone. Spartans able to battle back. Now shots are in favor of the Spartans, 14-10. Hank Holton wins that draw again to Dinsmore. Dinsmore walk, shot blocked, still bouncing. Finally gets that shot through. That goes wide. Gargalo in the corner working against a Packer defenseman. Loose puck. Holton works that out to Villarama. Villarama, long shots gloved by the Packer goaltender. We have Clark, Kluwer, and Daniels up front. Hodge and Daniels back at the point. Puck is won through goes all the way back in the Mayo Spartan zone. Daniels over to Hodge. Hodge tries to bank it off the board. 1 minute left in the first, and he's able to chip that up and out of the zone. Packers are offsides, and they'll have to retreat. And that's blown dead by the refs. And unfortunately, it looks like your Spartans are going back to the box for an interference call on that one. Number 34, Gavin Clark, going in the box for interference late in the first period. And that'll put the Packers on the power play again late in the first period. Villarama in for this draw. Canfield working against a couple Packers. Cross ice, walk in, shot. That's tipped up and out of play. Villarama steps in on this draw. Loose puck on the faceoff dot. He's able to gain possession. He's able to clear it past, and Johnny Kay is in after it. He'll hold up in the corner, centers it to Canfield. Puck still loose. Canfield's not able to get a shot on net. Goes in against the Packer. 25 seconds left in the period, a minute 30 left on the penalty kill. Packers will move that cross ice. Come through the neutral zone. He'll pull up, move it to the point. D to D, tries to get cross ice, intercepted. Kept in the zone by the Packers, and they'll walk in. Trying to get it through. That puck goes in the corner. 3 seconds left. And with that, time will expire. So after a rough start by your Spartans, going down on a 5-minute penalty early in the game and going down 2-0 against the Packers, they're able to battle back and come out of the first period with a 3-2 lead. So shots in favor of the Spartans, 15-10. We'll still have a minute 7 left to kill when we enter the second period. And we'll be back shortly after a word from our sponsors.
Hillers Flooring America, your flooring destination.
Whether you're looking for carpet, pre-finished wood,
ceramic tile, stone, laminates,
waterproof, luxury vinyl plank and tile,
Come to Hillers, 2909 South Broadway, where friends send friends.
My name is Jake Kirsch. I'm the Director of Performance here at ETS Rochester. We've been super fortunate to collaborate with Mayo Boys Hockey for the last 6 years since we came to town. We've served dozens of the athletes that came through that program that have gone on to do amazing things, and it's been awesome to facilitate their training and help set them up for success.
My greatest change has been my speed. I've gotten a lot quicker. I'm a goalie, so I get to the puck quicker. Overall, I just feel a lot more comfortable. I feel a lot stronger, more confident. Training at ETS is more like one-on-one with the coaches. In other places, it's normally just one coach and like 20 kids.
I feel like the coaches push us a lot more here than at like any other gym.
I'd say the atmosphere is more intense.
I like how we have our own sheet here at ETS, individualized for each person to help us get better at what we need to get better at.
Something that's super important with hockey players and the exposures they get throughout the year of always being on the ice and playing is taking care of their body, and we're super fortunate to be the ones helping keep their bodies resilient, strong, fast, so they can take the athleticism development that they've gotten with us and transfer it to the ice. So with hockey specifically, all the opportunity to play throughout the year where they're always on the ice takes a ton of wear and tear on their body. And so with us being able to individualize programs that are built out, whether they're in season, out of season, helps keep them fast, keep them strong, keep them resilient so they can handle the demands of sport.
Yeah, being here at ETS, really it feels like a family.
So from our team at ETS Rochester, we wish our Spartans good luck this year. Go dominate.
So as we near the end of the hockey season, we want to highlight the Mayo Spartans seniors. So between intermissions, we'll air a video of each of the seniors.
Jesse Hendrickson. I play left wing, and I'm number 10.
I'm going to hyphenate both of these words. He's honest, hardworking, and he's a good teammate. Well, it was a long memory. It was almost all last year. Like, Jesse had the worst cold all year. We kind of started to nickname him Doc Holliday. He was always there. He was always hacking. Like, the whole year he was dying. Like, it was just dying, hacking. And he was there every single day. When we'll call the team Wyatt. Wyatt always had Doc Holliday right there when we needed him. He was great. Played through a lot. Showed how tough he is.
Duluth Marshall trip, going up to Duluth on the bus was pretty fun. Got to hang out with the boys for like 5.5 hours, so I just made some pretty good memories going up there.
He loves hockey. He loves coming to the rink. He loves hanging out with the boys. He likes working hard. He likes getting into the details of hockey. Real quiet working kind of a guy. He's just, if that's all you ever had, you'd have no problems in your life as a coach. He's a great guy.
Be coachable. Don't just like mess around during the drills, and just pay attention to when the coaches are talking. It'll help you improve a lot.
I don't know if he's got a car yet, but if he doesn't, he should get one, and then he should practice driving and then going like this with his arm. That's what I think he should. That's my advice for Jesse.
All right, welcome back, Mayo Spartan hockey fans. Fresh sheet of ice. Spartans are up 3-2 going into the second period. Fortunately, it was a penalty-filled first period for your Spartans. 20 seconds into the game, we drew a 5-minute major, and the Austin Packers were able to capitalize twice on that 5-minute power play. We followed that up with a couple more minor penalties, so we spent most of the first period on the penalty kill. Fortunately, when we were even strength or on the power play, we were able to capitalize that and battle back from that 0-2 deficit. On goals by Colton Huseth, backdoor rebound to start it off, and then a nice pass from Ethan Daniels to Henry Kalura to tie the game up, and Johnny Kashmarzinski was able to put the Spartans up 3-2 late in the third period. This is an important section matchup for the Spartans. The Austin Packers moved up to Section 1AA this season. So your Spartans are battling for a 5-6 spot at this point. So we need a win today against Austin as well as Saturday against Century to lock up at least a 6 seed. And then our second game against Owatonna may dictate if we can get a 5 seed. So in the PK to start, we have Jesse Hendrickson, Holland Christofferson with Brogan Hodge, and Joseph Villarama. Austin Packers have possession off the draw. Puck is in the zone. Puck is centered, just tipped wide. That goes up and over the goaltender. Austin tries to go cross ice, almost intercepted by Christofferson. Loose puck in the corner. Packers will pick that up. They move it up high, go across ice. Shot from the point. That goes wide. Jesse Hendrickson's able to jump on that puck and send it the length of the ice. Packers goaltender will play it. Almost mishandled, and Christofferson almost was able to jump on that puck. The Packers will exit the zone. They'll drop it back. Walking, shot, save. Kalura will ice it all the way down. Still 5 seconds left. And with that, penalty is going to expire, and it's back to 5-on-5 action. Stretch pass off target, and that'll be an icing, and we'll have a face-off into the Packer zone with 15:49 left in the second period. We have Daniels, Kashmarzinski, and Kalura with Dinsmore and Daniels at the point. Daniels puts that through the center's leg, goes behind the net, moves out to Kalura, sharp angle shot, stopped in front, sent over the net by Kashmarzinski. Daniels through some legs, dancing behind the net, moves it high. Daniels shoots it towards the net, that goes wide. Kalura sends that in low. Dinsmore pinching. Packers have possession. Good back check by Daniels. He knocks that puck off the Packers stick, and he'll go behind the net. Gains some speed coming through the neutral zone. Tries to dangle some legs. Puck rolls off his stick. Still loose behind the net. Packers will jump on that loose puck and head up ice. Through one Spartan. Sent in low. Bassano back. Passes off target, kept in by the Packers. Bassano to Daniels. Loses possession. Bassano grabs that and flips it up high off the glass. Packers go D to D. Far side, tipped into the zone. Basana goes back to retrieve. Sends it up to Kalura. One touch to Canfield off target. Mishandled. Almost poke checked by Daniels. Packers come in. Shot. Saved by Colton Brandt. That goes up and over the net. Shot from the points blocked. Ends up on the Packers stick again. Another shot. Tip. And somehow finds the back of the net. Through a lot of traffic. Goes post and in, and that ties the game at 3 apiece. So Spartans not able to get the puck out of the zone. Had a couple opportunities. And Austin throws that towards the net through some bodies and ends up in the back of the net. And Colton with Christofferson and Gargalo. Hodge moves that up. Deflected into the Packer zone. Loose puck. Holton picks it up, sends it to the point. Villarama walks in. Shot. And that's saved by the Packer goaltender. Holton steps in the draw. He wins it back. Villarama shot. Stopped by the Packer goaltender and deflected up and out of play. Bouncing puck picked up by Holton. Tries to center it through some skates. Loose puck in front of the net. Still fighting for it. Still loose. One shot saved by the Packer goaltender. And that's sent all the way down, and we'll have an icing with 13:26 left in the second period, tied up 3-3. Holton in on the draw, tries to go through legs. Pucks and skates. Goes behind the net, 3 Spartans down low. Gargalo trying to fish that puck out. Still loose, still battling. Rung around but kept in by Dinsmore. Christofferson tries to center. Little hard on the centering pass, goes off his shin pad and all the way down. Brandt will chip that up to Gargalo. Gets it out of the zone. He picks it up in the neutral zone, chips it around one Packer. Loses possession at the blue line. Gargalo back to retrieve. Goes back behind his net. Comes through the neutral zone. He's pinched off the boards and he'll send it in low. Kept in by Holton. Oh, turnover in the slot. Holton coming in. He's hauled down. Puck still loose. And we'll have a slash on the play, and the Packers will go to the box. And that'll put your Spartans up on the power play. Number 24 for Austin going to the box for a slash. On a loose puck turnover in the slot. Holton was all alone. Couldn't quite get a shot off, though. We have Daniels, Hendrickson, and Clark with Canfield and Villarama. Bouncing puck, comes out to the point. Hendrickson drops it back to Villarama. Villarama works to the middle, moves it down to Hendrickson. Hendrickson up to Villarama in the middle. Villarama shot through traffic, tipped by Clark, and that finds the back of the net. Nice shot and tip. Oh, looks like Villarama's leading the line, so Clark did not get a stick on it. So just creating traffic in front of the Austin Packer goaltender, and Villarama's able to find the back of the net to put your Spartans back on top. 4-3 early in the second period. Packers have possession. Coming through the neutral zone, 9 drives wide, bouncing puck in the slot, still bouncing, ends up in the corner. Bodies flying all over in the slot. Dinsmore trying to move that puck to Villarama. Villarama beats one guy. It's on Piddock's stick. Piddock tries to move it over, but off target. Austin working in the slot, tries to center, it's off a skate. Clark in after it, he's hit hard in the corner. Piddock's in to support. Austin working it high, they'll send it in low. Liam Birch battling on the boards, he gains possession, moves it to the middle to Piddock. Piddock coming through the zone, tries to get a shot on net, but that's blocked. Cross ice, Packers come in 2-on-2. Try to move it to the middle. Quick turn, shot, that goes wide. Daniels will pin his guy in the board and generate a loose puck. Piddock tries to flip it out of the zone, doesn't make it. Austin will dump that in down low. Austin still with possession, turn shot, that's blocked, loose puck in the slot. Austin will send that in low. Spartans having a tough time breaking the puck out. 1-on-3. Drop shot, blocked. Deflection goes in the corner. Couple of Spartans battling against a couple of Packers. Packers have possession. They come through. Moves it to the point. Driving to the slot, shot, save. Brand will jump on that. Force a face-off. Spartans having a very difficult time breaking the puck out on that shift. Got a little lethargic in our own zone. We have Canfield out with Hendrickson and Birch. Villarama and Broad and Hodge at D. Puck is knocked off Hendrickson's stick, otherwise we'd have 2-on-2 opportunity. Hodge will go back. He falls down behind his own net. Reverses it around Hendrickson. Hendrickson tries to hit Canfield. That goes too far. And the Packers will grab that. Hodge intercepts it. 4-on-2 opportunity for the Spartans. Passes a little in front of Hendrickson. Canfield tries to drop it back. That goes through some skates. Austin flips that up and out. Spartans will have to regroup. Canfield with possession, moves it over to Villarama. Villarama enters the zone, makes one move, shoots, goal! Villarama makes a nice move around the Packers defenseman and then rifles that short side high, beating the Packers goaltender over the glove to put your Spartans up 5-3 in the second period. So Spartans finding some offense this game. Hank Holton with Christofferson and Gargalo. Dinsmore and Daniels. Colton Brandt stops that behind his own net. Daniels rims that to Gargalo. Gargalo goes back to Daniels. It's picked up by Christofferson. Tries to move it up. Kept in at the point. Long shot. And that's gloved down by Colton Brandt. Spartans will change their forward line. We'll have Piddock, Liam Birch, and Gavin Clark out there. Face-off is one back. Dinsmore and Piddock in the mix. Daniels will go back and grab that. Liam Birch throws that cross ice to Gavin Clark. Gavin Clark coming in 1-on-2, makes a move to the middle, stops, shot. That's saved by the Packer goaltender. Rebound, loose puck in the slot. That's deflected wide. Nice poke check by Daniels to prevent a 2-on-1 opportunity. And that puck is rung hard. Piddock still battling for possession. Gains it. He's hauled down, no call. Austin tries to chip that out. Kalura grabs it, throws it in deep. Puck comes out of the zone, and the Spartans will have to regroup. Bassano tries it. Kalura intercepted by Austin. They throw it towards the net. Stopped by Bassano. He comes out looking for an outlet. Tries to make a move around one Packer. Packers are hanging a couple guys deep, try to get behind the Mayo defenseman. Picked off by Bassano. Rung around. Hodge couldn't keep that puck in. He'll come through, beat one guy. Kalura was still caught behind the play, and that's offsides. Canfield, Birch, and Hendrickson. Puck's in some skates. Canfield grabs that and throws it low. Birch in on the forecheck. That's rung around by the Packers. Spartans got a stick on it, so no ice. Colton Brandt will go back. He'll fire that up and out of the zone. He has Ollie Birch streaking. You have Canfield in the middle too. Shot. Canfield tries to make a move. That goes wide. Hendrickson's tripped up behind the play. Packers come in 3-on-2. Puck is knocked off his stick by Villarama. Villarama picks the Packers' pocket. Villarama goes cross ice to Hendrickson. Hendrickson comes in the zone. Goes behind the net. He's hooked. No call. Loose puck in the slot. Canfield grabs it. Moves out to the point. Kept in by Daniels. Daniels walk in. Shot and a goal! Through traffic again. Nice low shot by Daniels. We'll have to see if anybody got a tip on it. Looks like they're deciding who's going through the line, and Sean Daniels will jump to the front of the line and claim that goal. Nice job by Sean Daniels to keep that puck in the zone and fire a nice low shot just above the pad to beat the Packer goaltender to put your Spartans up 6-3. Puck is chipped in the zone. Colton Brandt doesn't want to face off, so he'll keep it going. Hank Holton intercepts that centering pass. Christofferson tries to hit Gargalo. Deflected. Bassano walks in. Tries to center. Tip towards the net. That goes wide. Christofferson will reverse that. Gargalo will send that back in low. Weird deflection. Packers goaltender will get a stick on that. Holton in after it. Tries to center. Goes cross ice. Hodge is able to keep it in. Throws it towards the net. That goes wide. Holton centers. Hodge will come in to pinch. Nice job keeping that puck in. He'll center it. Austin will stop that. Christofferson throws it towards the net. Picked off by a Packer. Gargalo hops on that one. Is able to knock the puck off the Packer stick. Hodge walks in. Tries to make a move. Still with possession. Tries to reverse. Looking to center it. Still with possession. Throws it short side high. Almost goes over the Packer goaltender's shoulder. But then Austin will send that high, and that hits a water pipe. And we'll have a face-off inside the Packer zone. with 4:51 left in the second period. Pittock, Clark, and Liam Birch. Villaram and Hodge. Liam Birch wins that loose puck battle, throws it towards the net. That's sticked aside by the Packer goaltender. Hodge goes cross ice to Villarama. Villarama works low, shot in the breadbasket. The goaltender's puck still loose, trying to kick it in. Clark had his stick tied up and decided to try to kick it into the net. The Packer goaltender will freeze it and we'll have a face-off. Spartans controlling play now that they're playing 5-on-5. Shots in favor 24-14. So key to the game is to stay out of the box for the Spartans. Two of the three Packers goals came on an early 5-minute major penalty to the Spartans. Puck is chipped. Hodge keeps it in, throws it towards the net. That goes wide. Hodge back in his own zone. He's pinched. Villarama grabs that loose puck, makes a move around one guy, makes a move around another guy. Kalura grabs it. He's in 2-on-3 against the Packers. He opts to get the puck low. Puck is still loose. And the Packers will jump on that, come through the zone. Austin Packer driving wide. He's hauled down and we'll have a penalty. Play still going. Colton Brandt without his stick. So we're going to see what kind of penalty we have here. It could be a penalty shot. Yes, we have a penalty shot. So number 5 from Austin drives wide and is able to get around Villarama, but he's tripped up and hauled down. So we're going to have a penalty shot. What? All right. I don't know what. All right, so we'll have a penalty shot. Austin comes through. Goes backhand and is able to beat Colton Brandt over the blocker, and that'll be a hat trick for number 5. And that'll cut the lead to 2. So Ethan Daniels with Kalura and Kaczmarzinski. Daniels with possession. He moves it back to Kalura. Kalura comes through, trips it around a Packer. Johnny Kaczmarzinski with the puck. He'll come in the zone. Tries the center. No one home. Bouncing puck. Nobody can gain possession. Kaczmarzinski grabs that. Comes in the zone. Tries to drop it back to Kalura. Off his stick. Kept in by Daniels. Loose puck in the slot. Bouncing puck moved up. Austin enters the zone. Kalua looking for an outlet. He'll come into the zone, drive wide, and we'll have an offsides. Canfield line out with Basana and Villarama at the point. Puck is grabbed by Hendrickson at the blue line. He has his stick lifted and Austin comes out of the zone. We go cross ice. Birch tries to move it up to Hendrickson, just a little long. He'll fight through a Packer defenseman. Puck comes out, shot. That's deflected wide. Birch sends that in behind the net. Villarama will pinch. Picked up by Hendrickson. Whiffs on the shot. Scooped up by Bassano. He fires it towards the net. Canfield line remains on the ice. Austin looking to stretch the ice, almost intercepted by Daniels. And the Packers are off sides, so they'll have to tag up. Daniels over to Hendrickson. Loose puck along the boards. Canfield fighting through, moves over to Birch. Birch comes in, shot, saved by the Packer goaltender. Loose puck in the slot, shot, that goes wide. We have 1 minute left. Canfield almost able to cause a turnover. Daniels will go back, moves it over to Hodge. Hodge goes cross ice to Hendrickson. He has a streaking Holton if he can move it up. That's blocked by a Packer. And they'll head up ice 2-on-2. Come through, shot, that goes wide. Holton grabs that, stretches it, just ahead of Ollie Birch. Ollie Birch in the corner, 30 seconds left. Walks out, tries to center it, no one home. Hodge comes in, goes to his backhand, puck still loose. The Packers relieve some pressure and send that all the way down, and we'll have an icing with 13 seconds left. Ten seconds left. Puck is kept in by Villarama. Villarama goes cross ice. That shot is blocked. And with that, time will expire in the second period. Your Spartans are up 6-4. Shots in favor of your Spartans, 27-17. So your Spartans will head into the locker room with a 2-goal lead going into the third period. Statistically, the third period is the Spartans' worst period. So hopefully we can buck that trend and come out with a win. So we'll have a word from our sponsors, and we will be back shortly.
Hillers Flooring America, your flooring destination.
Whether you're looking for carpet, pre-finished wood,
ceramic tile, stone, laminates,
waterproof, luxury vinyl plank and tile.
Come to Hillers, 2909 South Broadway, where friends send friends.
My name is Jake Kirsch. I'm the Director of Performance here at ETS Rochester. We've been super fortunate to collaborate with Mayo boys hockey for the last 6 years since we came to town. We've served dozens of the athletes that came through that program that have gone on to do amazing things, and it's been awesome to facilitate their training and help set them up for success.
My greatest change has been my speed. I've gotten a lot quicker. I'm a goalie, so I get to the puck quicker. Overall, I just feel a lot more comfortable. I feel a lot stronger, more confident. Training at ETS is more like one-on-one with the coaches. In other places, it's normally just one coach and like 20 kids.
I feel like the coaches push us a lot more here than at like any other gym.
I'd say the atmosphere is more intense.
I like how we have our own sheet here at ETS, individualized for each person to help us get better at what we need to get better at.
Something that's super important with hockey players and the exposures they get throughout the year of always being on the ice and playing is taking care of their body, and we're super fortunate to be the ones helping keep their bodies resilient, strong, fast, so they can take the athleticism development that they've gotten with us and transfer it to the ice. So with hockey specifically, all the opportunity to play throughout the year where they're always on the ice takes a ton of wear and tear on their body. And so with us being able to individualize programs that are built out, whether they're in season, out of season, helps keep them fast, keep them strong, keep them resilient so they can handle the demands of sport.
Yeah, being here at ETS, it feels like a family.
So from our team at ETS Rochester, we wish our Spartans good luck this year. Go dominate.
And as the season winds down, we're highlighting our Spartan seniors.
I'm Henry Kalura, senior forward.
Intelligent, thoughtful. There was a point during the summer where we're grinding away at dry land and stuff, and he's on the track, and we got 8th and 9th graders out there, guys and girls, and I just saw him when he didn't know we were looking, taking care of the younger guys and teaching them to work hard, and I thought it was like one of those big brother type moments where just memorable. I think that's his character. He's a good guy, competitive guy. Looking out for the younger guys.
Last year on the Duluth trip, that was a lot of fun. The bus rides are so fun, especially on the way back. That was amazing. And when we went to the Duluth rink, that was really cool too. And being Century earlier this year, that was a lot of fun too.
I think that there's these moments that he's an energy guy. The best his game is that really getting after guys and bringing the energy and turning pucks over, and you can feel his want to kind of catch fire for the bench. Yeah, I think, again, that's like a rare trait that the guy, just by deciding to get after people and work hard, it kind of gets contagious. And that's the good kind of stuff that we want to be catching.
Just have fun. Hockey's going to be over before you know it, so just enjoy every time you're out on the ice. Just work hard and do your best, and yeah, you'll have a lot of fun.
Know yourself. Know what you can do, know what makes you your best, and live where you're the best player or guy you are, right? I think that's a good one for him, knowing himself.
Mute. All right, welcome back, Spartan hockey fans. Mayo Spartans are entering the third period up 2 goals, 6-4 against the Austin Packers. So far this season, your Spartans have been outscored 10-19 in the third period. So hopefully we can come out strong, get a couple more goals, and start the week out strong. We have Red Wing on Thursday and then Century John Marshall on Saturday outdoors in Hastings. Starting the third period for the Spartans, we have Ethan Daniels, Henry Kalura, and Johnny Kashmarzinski, with Oliver Bassano and Brogan Hodge. Scratch that, Sean Daniels at defense. Ethan Daniels steps in on the draw. Packers win the faceoff. They go D to D. Puck is almost picked off in the neutral zone. Bouncing puck is sent in. Sean Daniels back. Tries to chip it up. Kalura gets through. Kalura over to Kashmarzinski. He's ridden off the puck. Nice defensive play by Johnny Kashmarzinski to break up a potential 3-on-1. Draw pass shot. That's blocked. Bassano can't hold that puck in. He sends it cross ice to Hodge, and Hodge fires it towards the net. Daniels picks up a loose puck. He shoots it wide. Villarama picks that puck up in the corner. Puck is flipped out of the zone. That might make it all the way down. Brandt comes up. He sends it up ice. Kashmarzinski didn't get a stick on it, so that's going to be an icing call. Oh, for the Spartans, we have Canfield, Birch, and Hendrickson with Hodge and Villarama. Loose puck, shot. Still loose, shot. Another save by Colton Brandt. So quick shot off the face-off. Loose puck in the slot. Austin Packer was all alone. Luckily, Colton Brandt was able to stop that one and shut down the Packers. Canfield in on the straw. Bouncing puck on the dot. Colton Huseth will flip that up and out of the zone. Hendrickson's able to corral that. Fires a shot. That's saved by the Packer goaltender. Shot from the points blocked. Hendrickson working against a couple Packers in the corner. Number 5, who has a hat trick for Austin, will send that back behind the net. Austin looking to stretch the ice by sending a couple forwards up high. Force the Mayo defensemen up and out of the zone. Huseth intercepts that pass, but he walks in. Hendrickson wasn't quite able to take up, so we'll have an offside. Hank Colton out with Gargalo and Christofferson. Villarama and Bassano out at D. Gargalo and Christofferson chasing. Puck is sent up high. Villarama will send that back into the corner. Loose puck comes out of the zone. Villarama will regroup. Moves over to Bassano. Bassano back to Villarama. Villarama to Christofferson. Christofferson tries the center. That's picked off. Packers come into the zone. Drop pass. Tries the center. Stopped. Shot. That goes wide. Sent towards the net. That's saved. Loose puck almost picked off by Christofferson. Sent in. Still another loose puck. Hank Holton in after it. Grabs it. Gargalo grabs it. Sends it in the Packers zone, and that didn't get across the red line, and that'll be an icing. 13:58 left in the third period. Spartans are still up 6-4. Packer goaltender has some equipment issues, so the temporary stoppage. Piddock stepping in for this draw. Puck is won back. Colton Huseth takes it behind his own net. Canfield up to Piddock. Piddock over to Clark, just in front of him. That's dropped back by the Packers. They'll go cross ice. Cross ice again to the near side. That's flipped up and out of play, and that hits the ceiling. The nice high ceiling of Graham 1 Arena. And we'll have a face-off outside the Spartan zone. Piddock out with Clark and Canfield. Bassano moves it over to Daniels. Daniels up to Canfield to Piddock. Piddock enters the zone, makes a move at the blue line. Draws Clark just off sides. The Spartans will change personnel. And we'll have Ethan Daniels with Kaczmarzinski and Klura. Daniels goes through the legs. Bothering number 5 from the Packers, who has a hat trick tonight. Makes a move, comes up ice. Enters the zone, walks in, shot, save. Kalura makes one move around, gains some speed through the neutral zone. Enters in 1-on-2, fires it, that's blocked. Kaczmarzinski picks up that puck in the corner. Packers are able to nudge that loose, and it comes up and out of the zone. Ethan Daniels back to Bassano. Bassano up to Kaczmarzinski. It's deflected by a Packer. Corner battles won by Daniels. Daniels back behind the net, looking to move that puck. He'll pivot down low, moves out to the point. Huseth from the point, shot, that goes high and wide. Comes out to Villarama. Villarama is able to keep it in momentarily, and the Packers will grab that loose puck and exit the zone 1-on-4. Huseth will pin his guy and allow Villarama to come through and pick up that loose puck. Kalura to Villarama. Villarama has his pocket picked by 27, who holds up. Shot just off target. Kaczmarzinski tries to clear. He can't. Kalura will turn and fire that. Hits a ref. Oh, ouch. Hits the referee in the face, it looks like, with the puck. And he went down hard on that one. So a clearing attempt by the Spartans, and unfortunately the referee was directly in the path and took that Looks like in the face, unfortunately. Fortunately, he's getting up. I don't see any blood on the ice, which is a good sign. And he's going to head out, so we'll finish the game with 2 referees. Hopefully he's okay. So 11:46 left in the third period. We have Canfield out with Hendrickson and Birch. Villarama and Daniels back at the point. Austin sends that puck in. Daniels attempts to flip that up, and that hits the ceiling, and we'll have a face-off to the left-hand side of Colton Brandt. Loose puck on the dot. Almost picked up by Austin. Hendrickson comes through and grabs that. Tries to move it up to Canfield, but not quite hard enough. Austin will come in. Shot goes wide. Colton Brandt will hop on that puck. Canfield in on the draw. Puck is picked up by Hodge. Canfield tries to go cross ice just in front of Hendrickson. Packers will retreat to their own zone. Kept in, deflection towards the net. Hendrickson was able to get a stick on it, deflected towards the net, and the Packers goaltender will hop on that, and we'll have a face-off. Holton with Christofferson and Gargalo. Huseth and Hodge at the point. Huseth at the point. Wasn't able to get a shot off, so he'll send it in low. Out to Hodge. Hodge shot from the point. Save. Holton steps in, wins that face-off. Loose puck. Villarama will send it back in the Packer zone. No ice. Gargalo in on the forecheck. Bothering the Packers defenseman. Puck pops out to Villarama. Villarama will turn and fire that towards the net. That's gloved down by the Packers goaltender. Face-off is one back. Bisano over to Villarama. Villarama walks in, shoots. Another glove save. Nobody in front of the goaltender. Puck is won by the Spartans, but that's going to come all the way out of the zone. Bisano moves it over to Villarama. Villarama up to Gargalo, who will deflect that into the zone. Hank Holton in after it. Puck pops out in the slot. Bassano can't keep that in. He'll move it back to Daniels. Daniels up to Gargalo. Daniels over to Holton, to Gargalo. Just in front of him, the Packers will grab that. Daniels comes through, intercepts that pass, comes through the slot. Hard shot, save by the goaltender. Packers will send that high out of the zone. Pops through his zone, pops through his stick. Colton Brandt comes out to play it. He's knocked down. So bouncing puck ends up, Packers player ends up behind everyone. Ollie Birch comes in. Shot from a sharp angle is able to beat the Packer goaltender, low blocker side, to give your Spartans a 3-goal lead midway through the third period. So important goal by your Spartans. Increases the lead to 3 goals halfway through the third period. Piddock with Clark and Canfield. Puck's in the skates. Canfield moves it back to Villarama. Villarama to Hodge. Hodge comes through center ice with some speed, makes a move around one Packer player. Nice backhand move to around another. Tries to get that puck on a stick for Michigan. Shot. That's blocked. Hodge will have to go back and get that puck in a foot race. Rims that around to Canfield. Canfield tries to hit a streaking Piddock, but that was just ahead of him, and that's going to go all the way down the ice, and we'll have a face-off in the Spartan zone with 8:43 left in the third period. We have Daniels with Kalura and Kashmarzinski, with Bassano and Villarama on D. Austin has possession off the face-off shot. That's blocked by Villarama out front. Ethan Daniels tries to move it. Puck's on the back of the net. Pops off, still loose. Kashmarzinski grabs it, tries to go cross ice. Packers defenseman's able to get a stick on it and tip it up and out of play. Ethan Daniels in on the draw. Wins it back to his brother, Sean. Sean rims it around. Kashmarzinski tries to tip it up. Number 5 for the Packers. Walks around one shot. That's gloved down by Colton Brandt. And we have Austin taking a timeout with 8:11 left in the third period. So Mayo Spartans able to put together a strong offensive showing this game, putting up 7 midway through the third period. Up front for your Spartans, we have Canfield, Hendrickson, and Birch, with Daniels and Husath at D. Loose puck on the face-off dot. Batted down by Austin. Tied up. Working through the slot. Still loose. Shot. Tries a wraparound. Loose in front. Save. Poke check. And that's sent all the way down the ice. So Austin has pulled their goaltender with 7:54 left in the third period to get that extra attacker out, down 3 goals. As I mentioned, this is an important section game for seeding coming into playoffs in early February. So Canfield in on the draw, loose puck on the faceoff dot. Austin walks in, that goes off the side of the net. Austin will work it cross ice, deflection, that goes wide. Austin looking, will scissor, number 5, who has 3 of their goals, will walk in, shoot, that's blocked. Another block, interference, but no call. Puck comes out of the zone. Austin will rim that around. Colton Brandt will come back behind the net. Send it over to Villarama. Villarama will take a shot on the empty net, just off target, and that'll be an icing with 7:16 left in the third period. We have Holton stepping in on this draw. Christofferson's able to chip it around. He's in a foot race. Austin returned their goaltender to the net. Gargalo in on the forecheck. Is able to grab that puck from Austin. Walks around, shoot. That hits the side of the net. He takes down an Austin Ford, and that will be a penalty, and Gargalo will head to the box with 6:46 left, and I expect Austin to pull their goaltender to go up 6-on-4. And Austin elects to keep their goaltender in the net. So Villarama in on the draw. Austin gets thrown out, and they'll have to switch face-off men. Austin wins that back. Puck hops off Austin's stick and exits the zone, so they'll have to regroup. Broken stick, Villarama without a stick. Austin works the puck high, blocked. Piddock picks it up, comes through the zone, tries to beat the Packer defenseman, knocked off his stick. Puck is still loose. Bouncing puck, Piddock in on the goaltender. Goaltender will come out and play it. And they'll cycle that back and set up. .24 for Austin, picks up that puck behind the net, comes through. He'll walk in, fires. Deflected into the corner. Puck's in some skates. Hodge will grab it. He'll send it the length of the ice. 1 minute left in the penalty kill. Austin moves that puck up, but is broken up nicely by Colton Husath. Hodge working in the corner along with Husath. Chipped around by Husath. He's hauled down, no call. Hendrickson jumps around one Packer player, comes in, shoots, trying to go short side, and that just misses the mark. Kulura's rubbed off the play. Sparring with an Austin player. .20 seconds left on the penalty kill. Austin goes cross ice near side. They come through, gets around Hodge, shot, saved. Klura grabs that, sends it the length of the ice, and that should do it for the penalty kill with 5 seconds remaining. Hendrickson tries a center, that's intercepted. Ali Bassano tries to keep it in. Picked off by Gargalo. Moves it up to Kashmerdzinski, but he can't handle that pass. Turnover in the slot. Kashmerdzinski almost able to jump on it, but the Packer goaltender was able to beat him to the puck and freeze it. 4:33 left in the third period. Your Spartans are up 7-4 against Austin. Ethan Daniels up front with Christofferson and Kashmerdzinski. Puck comes out of the zone. And that made it the length of the ice. And we'll do it all over again. Ethan Daniels stepping in for this draw. Puck is in the corner. Christofferson battling for possession. Daniels tries to hop around a defender. He loses it. Goes far side. Austin elects to throw that down the ice again for another icing. Ethan Daniels on the draw again. He's thrown out. So Christofferson will step in now. Puck is won back. Huseth at the point. Shot through some traffic. Goes off a post and ends up in the pads. So Daniels in on this draw. Puck is in the corner. Austin will reverse it back. Christofferson in on the forecheck. Generates a turnover. Centering pass. Nobody home. Austin will grab that loose puck. Cross ice pass is chipped around. Shot. That goes wide. Kashmerdzinski tries to move it up behind Christofferson. The Packers will go back and regroup. Come through the zone, enter, shot. Right in the bedbasket of Colton Brandt. So 3:25 left in the third period. We'll see if the Packers pull their goaltender. Canfield in for this draw. Austin wins it. Shot. That's gloved down by Colton Brandt. Puck is won back, but it's bouncing. Kept in. Birch picks it up. Not able to hit Hendrickson or Canfield. Puck is still loose. Hodge tries to hit Hendrickson, but that bounces over some sticks and goes the length of the ice. Puck along the half wall. Hodge tries to move to Hendrickson. Too far. Through traffic. Loose puck. Loose puck still. Bouncing puck. Hendrickson's able to grab it. Moves it over to Birch. Birch goes wide. Drops it back to Hendrickson. Hendrickson comes in. Shot. Hip check by Hendrickson. And Austin will try to go cross ice. They'll exit their zone. Poke checked off his stick. Hendrickson grabs it, jumps through one player, moves it to the middle. Canfield over to Birch. And Birch is able to get a stick on it and tip it in to put your Spartans up 8-4 with 2.5 minutes left in the third period. Nice job by Jesse Hendrickson to jump around that Austin defender. Watch the replay. Hendrickson jumps around the Austin defender, moves it to Canfield. Canfield over to Birch, and Birch is able to bury it far side. So Pittock out with Clark and Holton. Bassano and Villarama back at D. Bassano moves it to Villarama, back to Bassano. Bassano up to Clark. Clark will get that puck in low and Holton in after it on the forecheck. Bassano is able to keep that in, but it looks like we have a penalty on the play. Gavin Clark going to the box. We'll see what the call is. Trying to plead his case to the referee, but I'm not going to change his mind. 2 minutes for a rough. So the Packers will get one more shot to get back in the game, down 4 goals. 2:09 left. Packers with possession. Bassano battling in the corner, moves it over to Villarama. Villarama turns, doesn't get everything on it, but is able to clear the zone. Puck is dropped back. Holton bothering the Packer player. 24 grabs it, comes through the neutral zone with some speed. He'll drive wide and set up the power play. Looks to move it high. Goes cross ice, bouncing puck. Down low, back to the slot. Over to 5, who has 3 goals. Shot from the point through traffic. And goes in to bring the Packers to within 3 now. So again, another unfortunate penalty for your Spartans. Packers have scored 4 of their 5 goals on the power play. 2 of the goals came on an early 5-on-3, 20 seconds into the first period. Scored another goal on a penalty shot and then put in their 4th power play goal on that last opportunity. Packers try to stretch the ice. Off target, goes all the way down. Minute 18 left in the third period. Colton Huseth grabs that puck, tries to make a move around. It's knocked off his stick. Number 5, who has 4 of the 5 goals for Austin, moves that puck up. Colton Brandt will leave it behind the net for Hodge. Hodge whiffs on the pass. Cross ice in the slot. Packers shot, deflection, couple deflections. Colton Huseth grabs that puck, comes out of the zone with some speed. Tacks 3-on-4. He'll come around the net, moves it up high to Hodge. Hodge over to Christofferson. Christofferson shoots that puck about 10 feet wide. Over to Hodge. Hodge, one-timer, goes wide. And Austin will send that all the way down the length of the ice. 16 seconds left. Ethan Daniels in on this draw. Puck is sent in. Kashmerdzinski cycles it back to Daniels. One-timer by Hendrickson. Nice cycle play between Daniels and Kashmerdzinski, the centering pass to Hendrickson, who didn't quite get everything on that shot. 4 seconds left. Puck is one to the corner, and that should eat up the rest of the clock. And with that, time expires. Mayo Spartans come out victorious 8-5 on a strong offensive outing by your Spartans. Again, a good early week win for the Spartans. We got a game on Thursday against Red Wing at home, and then we're in Hastings against Century John Marshall in an outdoor game to kick off the week of Hockey Minnesota. So thanks for watching, everyone. We will see you on Thursday, 5 o'clock JV puck drop, followed by 7 p.m. puck drop for